Hey everyone, I'm glad you're all here because we have some very important business to attend to. Our approval ratings are down around 24%. That's the lowest drop we've had in the entire history of this news channel. Half of our viewers have even left to watch Fox News, and most of their anchors are gone because they've been convicted of rape. That's deplorable.
Do you mean the rape or the viewers?
Both, but mainly the rape.
Screw those assholes.
Amen. People aren't watching us anymore, guys. We need ideas to get ourselves back on track. So, what do you guys got?
I know some friends who are planning a pride protest at a local university. Maybe we could follow that, do some interviews, and get some buzz building?
Come on. You don't think we report enough about parades during Pride Month?
Okay, are we only allowed to do reporting on the gay community during Pride Month or when they're getting attacked?
I'm just saying it wouldn't be bad to spread the love.
Yes, we should absolutely spread the love to a community of people that gets discriminated against quite often.
Look, I'm not sure about this. Like, would this even rile people up? There's so much other stuff going on.
Can you figure out when they're planning to protest?
Guys!
What?
What happened, dude?
The president, the government, they're amending the First Amendment.
What?
Are you high?
He just signed a bill forbidding anyone to talk or report about LGBTQ-related topics, freedom of speech and the press, except for...
He can't do this.
I mean, he is the president.
He's also the host of The Apprentice, and I don't need him telling us what to do.
Well, I just looked on Twitter, and everything's being censored, subtweeted, blocked, deleted, the whole shebang.
But this goes directly against the whole point of the First Amendment. We can't be censored like this.
Okay, regardless, there's a lot more that we can cover, aside from... What was that?
Say... Oh shit!
Everybody, just say terms. What the frick? How are we getting bleeped?
Okay, look, we just have to stay calm, try to analyze the situation.
Okay. Let's just move on then. What else can we talk about?
Wait, but this is a serious issue.
Those ratings won't bring themselves back up, honey. We need to give the people what they want before it's taken away from us. What's something really clickbaity that people haven't talked about in a while?
How about, gun control?
Perfect. That one always cycles around.
We can attack the NRA, go off on some shooting that happened in some major city.
Sure, just unleash the conservative hounds on us.
There'll be enough liberals to fight them off.
It's so annoying though, because it's not like regulation and banishment are the same thing.
The opposition doesn't really know the difference.
What was the most recent shooting to happen?
I think there was something in Chicago. We could probably get some bonus points if we piggyback on how crime-ridden it is already over there. Get people really riled up with what's going on.
Good point.
I mean, we don't want to outright frighten people.
The more sensational it is, the more coverage we get.
Oh shit!
What shit? No shit. I don't want shit.
Gun debate, it's been banned too. He's stopping us from opposing guns, even arguing the Second Amendment. I quote, "We will never change the Second Amendment. Ever, ever, never, ever. I promise this will never happen, ever. In fact, we're going to solidify it. We're going to put on a giant plaque that will go on the wall." It's ridiculous. People just let him do this.
There's a mastermind of crooks behind him that don't get enough attention. They're probably the ones drafting all this BS.
And they call liberals crybabies.
Who let him in there? Though I'd also put money on Putin.
Liberals didn't just let him in.
Okay, fine. A disorganized Democratic Party backing the wrong candidate did.
Hillary was perfectly...
Perfect?
Gotta call you out on that too, dude.
Fine. She wasn't perfect, but she's not him.
Thank you.
Let's not get caught up in what's finished. Think of more pitches, guys.
Maybe something school-related. Puff piece about a science genius or school athlete.
Yeah, give the kids the ego boost they really need.
If school is just as shitty as I remember it, then they really need it.
We could also do something about education reform or how it's going to go downhill with the boss.
At least there's someone everybody hates.
Or we could talk about charter versus public or public versus private. I mean, the millennials always get riled up by student loans.
I'm starting to hate the word riled.
Okay, forget that other stuff. It's been beaten to the ground during the last election cycle, and I don't want to waste my time on some no-good kid with their 10 seconds of fame either. I would, however, love to just trash on DeVos and just piss off a bunch of white, pasty billionaires. Maybe I'll spin in with costs of public education and how she's ruining that.
You have to throw something in there about charter schools. You'll get a billion teachers clamoring about it.
That rich bitch is gonna get it.
No, she isn't.
Are you kidding me? I can't totally destroy Oh god, they ruined universal health care, but they managed to finally find a way to universally bleep everyone.
We're going to be torn apart.
Unless we do something about this.
Why the fuck do you keep saying that? What can we do? We're reporters, not soldiers. And quite frankly, it is impossible to report on something if you literally cannot talk about it.
There has to be some way we can fight back. Let's broadcast something. Anything. Talk about these crooks behind the scenes. For about getting people riled, we have to show some solidarity. For the people.
You're the press, but we're people too. We give other people stories they want to hear, stories that make them feel all these giddy emotions, and stories that will make us money. If you want to be Woodward and Bernstein, find a DeLorean that'll take you back to the 1970s. We can't do this.
How can you be so...
He's right.
Huh?
We don't live in a time where we can take months developing a story, vet every source, and sell it. That's a risk, not a priority. Just look around you. Everyone's on their phones, tablets, whatever. They just see catchy headlines and they repost shit even if they don't understand it. That's the mindset. We live in an era of clickbait, and unless we throw some hooks around, we're gonna get buried underground. I've worked too hard. We've all worked too hard for this station to fail, and it's on its last legs. Try to understand, Cristina. Let's just keep thinking, guys.
It's been done. The news has been destroyed. We're literally fakes now. How did we let it come to this?
We didn't let him win.
Arnav, dare I say it, is right. This isn't our fault. It's the government's fault. We were powerless.
No, we weren't.
Look, we do not need a lecture right now, so just don't get up on your soapbox.
Shut up! Stop being so thick. All of you. Our job isn't to just report. It's to inform and advise the public on what's going on in our country. In the world. It's to give them the truth, to offer integrity when the people they voted for, the people they're having to place their money and trust in, aren't doing the same. Our freedom of speech was being taken away, and all you could think about was the next big headline. How to raise those godly ratings, and here we are. The news is dead without a fight. People talked about journalism as if it was a dying profession, but you know what? We were part of the poison too.
You know, that's really inspiring. Maybe you should find some grandpa willing to listen.
I get it. The fucking times have changed. But our ethics, our values, don't have to. Throw up whatever sensational headline whenever you want. But don't be afraid to tell the truth while you're at it.
None of us are afraid.
They are. That's how we got here. We scared them so much, they needed to silence us. If only we'd kept fighting.